All right, today we're talking about something huge, Google's brand new open source AI, Gemma 4. And let me tell you, this isn't just another model, it's a real game changer. We're talking about taking the power of AI out of those giant data centers and putting it right onto your own computer. So yeah, let's get into it.
So let me ask you something. What if you could have an AI that's just as powerful as the big ones you use online, but it was totally free? No usage limits, no subscriptions. And what if it ran completely on your own laptop, even when you're offline? Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, that future isn't hypothetical anymore. Google just made it happen.
And the technology that makes it all possible? It's a new family of AI models called Gemma 4. This is the thing that takes that big what if we just talked about and turns it into something real, something you can actually download and start using today.
Okay, so what is Gemma 4, really? Well, it's a whole family of AI models that Google just released. And get this, they're built using the exact same research and tech that powers their main AI, Gemini. But here's the magic trick. They've made these models small and efficient enough to run locally. We're talking right on your own computer, maybe even your phone. Look, I know what you're thinking. There are other open source models out there, right? So what's the big deal? Well, Gemma 4 is making some serious waves and for some very specific reasons. Let's break down what makes this one feel so different. First off, it is truly free and open source. We're talking Apache 2.0 license, which is one of the most permissive licenses you can get. This isn't some kind of open or free for research only deal. Nope, this is total freedom. You can use it for your personal projects, you can build a whole business on top of it, whatever you want. Absolutely no strings attached. All right, number two, and this is a huge one. It is 100% private. Think about it. When you use those online AI tools, your data, your questions, your documents, it all gets sent to a server somewhere in the cloud. With Gemma 4, since it's on your machine, nothing leaves. Ever. Everything stays right there with you. For anyone who works with sensitive info or anyone who just values their privacy, this is a massive, massive deal. And the last point, this is the one that really blows my mind. The YouTube channel Fireship said it best. They said, Gemma 4 is, and I quote, suspiciously small. And that's because these models are punching way, way above their weight. They're delivering performance that competes with models that are many times bigger. That's what makes them so efficient, that you can run them on a regular computer, something that honestly seemed pretty much impossible until right now. So Gemma 4 isn't just one model. It's a whole lineup. You get to pick your size. These sizes are measured in parameters. You can just think of those as the AI's brain cells. On the small end, you've got the E2B, or effective 2 billion parameter model. It's super tiny, designed for phones, and can run on as little as 5 gigs of RAM. Then there's the E4B, which is a perfect starting point for most modern laptops. Now, the 26B is where things get really interesting. It uses this clever tech called mixture of experts. This is the sweet spot, right? It's as smart as a 26 billion parameter model, but it runs way more efficiently because it's only using a fraction of its power at any given time. And then for the power users, there's the 31B, the full-on flagship for high-end machines. Okay, so at this point, you're probably thinking, this all sounds incredible, but it's got to be a huge pain to set up, right? And the answer is, nope, it's actually surprisingly easy. Let's walk through how you can get started, and we'll cover everything from the super simple way to the slightly more hands-on setup. So level 1, the easy way. If you just want to kick the tires and see what it's all about, the simplest thing to do is use Google AI Studio. You literally just go to the website, sign in, and you can start chatting with Gemma 4 right there in your browser. No downloads, no installs. It's a great way to just get a feel for what it can do. Okay, but to get those amazing benefits, the privacy, the offline use, you're going to want to run it locally. And the easiest way to do that is with a free tool called Ollama. Seriously, this is it. You download the app, you open up your terminal or command prompt, and you type one single command, Ollama poll Gemma 4. That's it. Ollama does all the heavy lifting, and boom, you've got a super powerful AI running right on your own machine. Now, don't get me wrong, running Gemma 4 with Ollama is awesome, but that's just scratching the surface. To really unlock its superpowers, you can add a better interface on top of it, and that's where you start to see some incredible new features. And a fantastic tool for this is something called Open Web UI. The best way to think about it is like this. Ollama is the engine running under the hood, but Open Web UI is the sleek dashboard and steering wheel. It gives you that polished ChatGPT-style interface right on your local machine, and it unlocks a ton of new capabilities, like uploading documents, creating permanent knowledge bases, and even custom AI personas.
And this is where having that more powerful setup really starts to pay off. There was this great example where a developer tried to get a smaller 7 billion parameter model to code a simple to-do list app. And it kind of struggled. It threw some errors, but then they switched over to the bigger 26B model running on their desktop, and it nailed the multi-step coding task perfectly. It's a perfect illustration of why having these different model sizes at your fingertips is such a game changer. You can pick the right tool for the job. Okay, so one of the absolute coolest features you can unlock is something called a knowledge base. Imagine this. You take a whole bunch of your documents, PDFs, spreadsheets, whatever, and you upload them once. From then on, the AI can access all that information in any conversation you have. You never have to upload them again. It basically becomes a permanent, personalized expert on your stuff. And this is where that privacy feature goes from being great to being an absolute superpower. You could use your local AI to analyze sensitive legal files. You could have it summarize confidential financial data, search through private student records, or review medical information. And you can do all of it with the 100% guarantee that not a single byte of that information ever leaves your computer. You just can't get that level of security with a cloud-based tool. Period.
So, when you take a step back and look at the big picture, it's pretty clear this isn't just another AI model being released into the wild. This feels different. It feels like a fundamental shift in how we're all going to access and interact with AI from now on. What Gemma 4 really represents is the decentralization of AI. For the very first time, we're seeing truly powerful, high-performance AI move away from being locked up in the cloud and onto our own personal devices. It's democratizing access, making it private, and making it free for absolutely everyone.
And that just opens up a whole new world of possibilities, doesn't it? It leaves us with this one really exciting question to think about. Now that anyone can have a powerful, secure, and totally private AI right in their pocket or on their laptop, running completely offline, what are we all going to build next?